Hi everyone. It's Sunday, October 31st, Halloween, happy Halloween. And I just got clearance to go home. So I'm very excited about that. I was scheduled for 7 days and I'm busting out of here in 4. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I did everything I needed to do as fast as I could do it and figure it out in order to feel comfortable going home. So I'm really excited about that. No, I did not look like this the whole stay. But when they told me this morning that I could go home, I showered and cleaned up so that when I get home, I don't look like a hot mess for my kids. Surgery went well. My surgeon is very confident that he got all of it. He did take my entire rectum. I don't know that that was the plan to take all of it. So I do want to have a further conversation with him on that. But he told me he took all of it and left just the tiniest little lip to reattach the colon to. So my colon is back where it should be, but I don't have a rectum anymore. Right now, I have an ileostomy, and my surgeon, he did 2 things for me that I'm very appreciative of. One of them was instead of staples, he did sutures, so it will heal very nice. I'm obviously going to have that scar, but it's not going to be as ugly. And then the other thing that he did, which I thought was very cool, he took my small intestine and brought it over and ran it through the whole of my colostomy. So I was originally told I would have, 2 holes on my belly, in each location that ostomies were. He kept that one hole and he just kind of drug that intestine over and brought it up so that I didn't have to have 2 holes. I'm so grateful for that. Again, tons of scars, but just not as many that as I anticipated. So that was really, really neat. It still hurts. Everything hurts. I'm very sore. I don't know. I watch YouTube, like, shut this down, but I can show you. It's a pretty gnarly scar. It goes all the way down. Obviously, don't pay attention to the bag, but the scar is very nice, and he did a very good job. And it does go all the way down to my hoo-ha, and a lot further down than I thought it would be. So lots of healing time. This has been a rough ride. I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. Guys, the healthcare system is hurting right now. Everything we hear on the news is, I don't say that. I'm not going to say everything we hear on the news is true, but what we're hearing as far as like staffing, short staffed and things like that, it's so true. It's been a rough ride. I was transferred to different locations because they didn't have even a bed for me for 2 days. And then once I did finally get to the cancer center area that I needed to be in, it was very hard to get care, and it's not fault of the nurses. They just have all of these patients and not enough staff. So I was very grateful they made an exception and said that Cody could stay with me overnight because they knew he could help me with a lot of things that, they were needed with other patients. And, if these are simple things that my husband can do with me, they were willing to allow him to do that. So that was very nice. The visitor policy is very strict here, and it's 1 visitor per day. Like your person, it has to be a designated person. So but the fact that and no overnights, so the fact that they let him stay the night and help me was very helpful. but yeah, it's been a bumpy ride. And yesterday was really, really rough. I would have never anticipated that today was the day that I could go home based on yesterday. Um, my pain was not controlled at all. And finally, we figured it out, how to control it. I was a big believer in not doing the IV drugs because I knew I couldn't go home on those. So I was very particular about finding a way to control my pain on oral medication that I know I can take at home, because I don't want to get home and say, well, this worked in the hospital, but it's not working here, or I can't have it at home because obviously it's an IV medicine. So things like that, I needed to figure it out so that I could do it at home. So pretty much just sticking to an oxycodone painkiller, along with like some Tylenol and like little boosts and stuff like that through that. Figured out I'm allergic to a new drug. During this process, I broke out all over my body in this gnarly rash. And yeah, that's been interesting. So I've also been taking Benadryl to get rid of the itching and swelling. So other than that, I mean, I've been doing laps around the hospital here, the floor, and just walking and standing up straight. And obviously, I was able to shower and do my hair and makeup and just feeling normal. Things that I know I need to do at home, I wanted to be able to do here to prove to myself that I could go home. So I'm definitely in a good place. Pain is controlled, and I'm so ready to get home to my babies. And I'm ready to get those pathology results back. I want to walk out of this place cancer-free, and I want to hear those results, but it's going to take a couple weeks for those to come back and give me reassurance. I'll probably meet with oncology soon and make sure I don't need any cleanup chemo. I don't anticipate that I will. My surgeon did say he didn't see a tumor when he went in. So that's great news. And, you know, he scraped all the lymph nodes around and sent those in. So we'll kind of find out if the pathology comes back and says there was no cancer in this, then I'm grateful and so happy that I think I'm cancer free. I don't think my surgeon will ever say you are cancer free until I'm 5 years out of remission. That's just how he is. But I know, you know, if the results come back that there were no cancer in those lymph nodes and in the rectum, then I know that I'm cancer free. So I'm just ready to go home, get home to my babies, kind of start recovering at home and figure out that process and what that's going to look like. And I'm excited to see some people if you want to visit, because kind of been on lockdown with this visitor situation, but the prayers have been awesome. Just I was reading through some of the comments from Cody's post, and you guys are so great and just kept me going and built me up with everything. So the fight does not stop here. I'm not done. You know, cancer is something that it can reoccur, and we just got to keep praying and keep fighting and do all the scans and tests and labs and, you know, all the work on my end to make sure that this doesn't come back. But I'll keep you posted as far as the results go on that stuff. I just thank you so much for all the prayers and the love that you've been sending me this past week, and the love that you've sent my family while I've been away. This has not been easy, and I feel really great to be towards the end of this. So for 12 weeks, I will have this temporary ostomy, and then I'll come back and have that reversed and hopefully be done. That's the goal. So I'm very excited to just recover and get through the holidays, and then come back towards the first of the year and have this final surgery. But the big part is over. The tumor is finally gone. the pieces parts that were bad, they're out. And I feel like I can just move forward now without dragging, that bad part with me. So again, I'm just very grateful for all of your support and love, and I'll just keep updating, but I'm gonna head home today, and then I'll just keep you posted as things come up. But I hope to see you guys soon, and thank you so much for everything. I love you. Bye.